BlackKnights and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the London BlackKnights and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've had a long few days already, as they were in London last week, back in the States, and on the road this week.
And they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they'll put up with those and continue to move forward.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Baker going to throw this right away. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Tony, and he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On third down, Tony, a loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Gannon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Gannon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Looking to throw. Gannon. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. To throw on third down. Gannon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary and you give up a big one.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw. Gannon. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A first down throw for Mayfield. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Working with a 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On first down, Tony. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. It's Oliver. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. That's complete to Tony. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on 2nd down, Gannon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. He'll try again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Black Knights have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. 5 plays there on that drive. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one complete to Smith. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Taken down at the 42. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Gannon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Matt Rule not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and challenge it.
Under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gannon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Gannon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Gannon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. Michaels. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
From the 27, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw on 2nd down. Gannon, quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. Gannon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you've got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Looking to throw. Gannon. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg. Takes it at the 7.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, Oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, Gannon. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
From there, let's get over to the Rockies. Check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with a touchdown run. Finally, we're out to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Gannon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They bring their punter out there now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
On third down, Tony. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the deficit will hold pat at 13. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Throwing on first down, Gannon. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, Gannon. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a massive 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
On 1st and 10, Gannon. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
We can't have that.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gannon. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Caught by number 11. 2 yards on the pickup. Second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second and 8. Now a toss here, short side. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Back to throw. Gannon. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands. And he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for first and goal, but they'll take it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on fourth down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Black Knights' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that'll be caught by Tony. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That's taken on the 25. Oh, he shifts past him. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. To throw on third down. Gannon. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Looking to throw. Gannon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Tony, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
London about set to take over on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the BlackKnights are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns has got him in the lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Goes right back to Smith again. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. To throw, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up. And again, it's Mayfield. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 61 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Gannon. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Mayfield on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Eagles.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for an Eagle.
First down, Mayfield. It's caught, Smith. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle, complete. It's Oliver. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A first down throw for Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, Tony. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Mayfield. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. And once again, this is Sanders. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for our visitors, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger